everyone, we're going to do composition of functions with given a graph. And this graph is kind of hard to see, so just want to let you know that this lower graph here, this one right in here, I'll do a little bit purple, is f of x. And this upper graph here, kind of do it in red a little bit, that's g of x. So basically what they're giving you is this inner function. So if you have g, let's look at a here, g f of x. So you're looking at the inner function and plugging in x to get your y value. So let's look at this. So for a, this means we're looking at the inner function, which is f. So we're looking at the graph of f. So we look at -1, where x is -1, right here. Well, when x is -1, y is 1. So if we have g f of -1 for our inner function, that's going to equal 1 because you're looking for your y. Now we do g of 1. That's our outer function. So you go to where g is 1. So go to 1 on the x, and we're going to go up to the g value. And that number is 4. So that equals 4. All right, so let's try b now. So b, first we're going to just write it down. G f of 0. So do your inner function first, and we're going to go to 0, and f, and this is your f graph, so f of 0 is just 0. Then you do g of 0, so go back to 0, but g of 0, go to your g graph here. Oops, let me do this in purple. And g of 0 is 5. So this whole thing here equals 5. All right, now for c, we have f, well, so f, g of -1. So we're going to do our inner function first. So we go to -1 on the x, it's right here, and go to the g, and at -1, where x is -1, our y is 3. So this equals 3. Now do f of 3. So you go to x right here, and then we're going to go to the y. So it's not really labeled, but if you draw down here, let's see, if you draw down to this point here, that's going to be -1. So this equals -1, so this whole thing here is -1. Now for d, we have f, g of 4. So we look where x is 4, that's right here, but we go to g. So you go to the g function graph. When x is 4, y is 2. So this is going to be 2. Now do f of 2, the outer function. So go to 2, but now we're going to the f graph. And when x is 2, y is -2. So this one right here, this whole thing equals -2. Okay, the next one, we have g, f of 1. So you go to your inner function, so 1 is right here, and we're going to the f. So at 1, you go down here, and at this point here, they have it listed here. So when x is 1, y is -1. So this is -1. We do g of -1. So go to -1, and we're going up to g here, to the g function, and your y is 3. So this one right here, the whole thing is 3. Okay, the next one is this one, g f of 5. All right, so we're going to look for where x is 5 right here, and we're going to f. So at f, we're going to go up here. So there's that point. So when x is 5, f of 5 is 1. Then do g of 1. So we're going to go to where x is 1 right here and go to the g value, which is up here. So when x is 1, your g of 1 is 4. So this whole thing equals 4. And the next one, f g of 0. So our inner function's g of 0. When x is 0, our g, go up to the g graph, is 5. So for our inner function, that value is 5. And then do f of 5. So go to 5 here, and you go up here. When x is 5, y is 1. This equals 1. And the last one, we have f g of 2. So go to 2, and our inner function's g this time. So you go up to 2. When x is 2, y is 2. So that's going to be 2. And then you compose, or you evaluate f of 2. So we're back at 2 again. And this time the graph's below right here. And when x is 2, y is negative 2. So this whole thing equals negative 2. And that's all. Thank you. Have a very nice day. Bye-bye.